I'm back with another video and another fire. So let's align our mind, body, spirit, and soul so that we can have divine understanding of today's topic. And pretty much, I was doing some studying, and like I say, I'm not a teacher, I'm just a student who speaks on my experiences and different things that I study. And one thing that I am really big on is prayer. And I get questioned a lot about prayer and why I pray and who I pray to because of the fact that I'm not a Christian. And a lot of people look at prayer as something that's solely religious. And the way I pray is totally different than the way a lot of religious people pray. So, I went ahead and I looked up the etymology of the word prayer. I got some notes right here, and it says the etymology of the word pray is to beg. Now, I was talking to my younger sister, and she was asking me, she was like, how do you pray? And who do you pray to? Because, she's a Christian, and the way we do things is totally different. And I told her, I said, when I pray, I don't beg. I don't ask for anything because I'm not a beggar. I affirm and I speak things into existence. And oftentimes, when you're praying, you're sending out energy into the spirit realm, and different energies and different entities are receiving the energy you are sending out. So, and this is just my theory of prayer. Sorry if I keep looking over, it's because I took some notes from what I was reading up on and what I was receiving from spirit. When you pray and you beg, you're sending out energy into the spirit realm. And what it's doing, it's attracting a lot of predators, spiritual predators. Because right now you're looked at as prey, P-R-E-Y. You're praying, P-R-A-Y, aka begging, and you're being looked at as P-R-E-Y, prey, by these spiritual predators who's looking for energy. And oftentimes, reasons why I told my sister, I was like, when you're praying, don't beg, don't ask, affirm it, because you already have what it is that you want. It's just not in your reach yet. It's not tangible yet, but it can be. But when you beg, you're feeding spirits who's looking for life, who's looking for energy. You're feeding spirits that are leeches, that are parasitic, and you're being preyed upon. And a lot of times you think that you're praying to your God or whoever. Spirits are very, very tricky. They're so tricky. And what they do is they like to come in the form of something else just to get what they want. And what they want is that energy that's coming off of that begging that you're doing. So it may seem like, okay, I'm praying, I'm begging, I'm getting what I want from my God. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, you're back in the same predicament that you were in before. It's because that spirit that you're feeding needs energy. So it's going to create circumstances to make you have to come back and pray to feed it. Oh, I almost fell. I'm not even going to edit that out. It's going to put you in certain circumstances to where you're going to have to come back and give that energy, that entity, more energy, more begging energy, more of that prey energy, because you are prey and the spirit that you're feeding is a predator. So like I told my sister, I said, if you want to get something and you want to attain something that's not here yet, be mindful of who you're praying to. First of all, be mindful of who you're speaking to. First of all, and be mindful of how you're speaking to it. You shouldn't be begging any deity. I don't care if it is Jesus, Allah, Muhammad, whoever, I don't know. Anything when it comes to different, I don't know. You know, you shouldn't be begging, because one, you're not a slave. You're not a beggar unless you want to be, okay? I know growing up in a Christian household, I was taught that I am a servant of the Most High God. A B. And that would be, I guess, Jesus or whoever. I try not to speak on other religions too much because I don't practice them. And my goal isn't to offend anyone in their practice. People are going to practice what they want to practice, period. However, you should not want to be a slave or a servant to anyone. When you pray, you should not be begging. I might have to get up and move in a second. You should not be begging, and you should not be making yourself prey to other entities. When you're speaking, your words are going out into the spirit realm. Ooh, that is hot, y'all. Let me move this back. Your words are going out into the spirit realm. And it's not just going to one specific deity. So many different entities, so many different spirits are hearing what it is that you're saying. That's why when you want something, you need to affirm it. Be very clear on who it is that you're speaking to. And when it comes to pray, ooh, that is hot. I'm about to get up. When it comes to pray and praying, different religions and different spiritual practices, they have different ways that they do it to ensure that their words are getting to the right deity. But oftentimes when it comes to these mainstream religions, and you know, I call them the top three. When I was in school, the top three religions were Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. Damn, that's a lot of smoke, look. And the way, in my experience growing up in a Christian household, it wasn't really anything that we did to say that our prayers were specifically getting to one person, to that Christian God. Like, yeah, we would say in the name of Jesus. But like I said before, spirits are tricky. And any entity can say or put voices in your ears and say things to you to make them seem as if, okay, this is God speaking to me. This is my Christian God speaking to me. Is it? Or is it you? Or is it a trickster? I know when I want to get something across to my deity, I usually have a sigil. I meditate. I'll probably write a petition, say certain affirmations. But one thing I don't do is I don't beg. I don't ask, please, I need this. Can you give me this? I don't come super emotional, crying, how will I, or how am I going to get past this? I don't do that. I try to be in a calm state of mind, because spirits feed off of that energy. And if you find yourself praying and praying and praying, but you're still in that same predicament, Look at how it is that you're praying. Pay attention to how you're praying. When my sister said, how do you pray and who do you pray to? When I speak and when I ask or when I speak certain things and I want certain things to happen, I'm speaking to my higher self. I'm speaking to me because everything I already need is already inside of me. So when I pray, I'm talking to myself. I affirm things. I am healthy, even if I'm sick. I am wealth, even if I have no money in my pockets. I'm speaking it because I already have it. It's just not tangible to me yet. Like I said in my last video, magic starts here. And here, you create your reality, be it good or bad. When I'm speaking to my ancestors, more than likely, I'm sitting at my altar where I have different devices set up to where it's known who it is that I'm talking to. And even then, I speak to them as if I'm speaking to you right now. I don't beg. I don't be super emotional. Some days if I'm feeling sad, yeah, I'll go to them. I'm crying, but I'll talk to them the way I'm talking to you, as if I'm talking to my boyfriend, as if I'm just pouring my emotions out to someone and they're responding. But never do I, ooh, the stick is on fire. I done already set the downstairs area on fire. Now the stick on fire. But I never beg don't beg any spirit. Never beg a spirit. Never become a servant of a spirit. You are in control. You are the one who is in control. Be respectful, but also be mindful that if you become servants of a particular spirit, that spirit can and will control your life and put you in certain situations to where you have to beg, to where you literally feel as if you have no way out. And I fucking refuse. Hope you guys enjoyed this video on prayer, what is prayer, and how to pray. Remember, when you are praying, I don't care to what God, to what deity, and to whoever, never beg. You are not a beggar. You are not a servant. You are not a slave. You are the God of your own universe. You create your own reality. Affirm what it is that you want and speak as if you already have it, because you do. Peace and blessings, everybody.